Just waiting to see if anybody turns up. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Hi, April. Hi, Michelle. Oh, sorry about that. Were you waiting? You were very quick. Excuse me. Hope you're both okay. Anyone else that's in here? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Margaret Ann. How are you, honey? Oh dear. Right. Yeah, I'm so not organised. Look. My phone's on silent. That's one good thing. I got some new dies. Do you want to have a look? Have coffee and ready to watch me do my thing. I got that one. And I got that one. It says just want to have fun. Wendy has a thumping headache. She's supposed to be on date night. Got that one. And this one. And then little itty bitty star border. Nice, isn't they? Can't wait to have a play with them. I need to stop watching videos on how to do things and actually get on and do things. Yeah, what that one? That was on AliExpress. Yeah, I really like that. So, right, well, we're here to plan with me. Hope you've all got a drink. I have. Ah, vodka. Okay. I'm using this one today. This is brand new. I haven't even unwrapped this, okay? I've been sitting on this for weeks and weeks and weeks like I did with that one and that one. I ordered them all for this month because I knew we were doing a galaxy theme this month. Gotta get into the epoxy thing. So oh, for heaven's sake. Come on. See, this is me not being at all prepared. Aha. Right. So I'll show up a little bit better without the cellophane on. I love that one. So I'm going to use that one across the top. Being prepared, it's overrated. It certainly is. That one along the bottom. Looks. I don't know if it looks like on your camera. On my camera, that looks really, really pale, but it's not. It's quite purpley. I'm gonna do that one down. I love stars. That one down the side, and yes, that's little multicolored stars. My camera doesn't autofocus, so you know you've lucked out there. And Tombow number 620, and this number 620, if you've got it, perfectly matches this. Just to give you an idea, I actually did a scribble on a bit of paper. So see, it looks really crap on my monitor. I don't know how well you guys can see it. So right, yeah. So, how is everybody? I hope everybody is well and having a good week. Oh, this is a nice table. Digging out your beads to make stuff. What you making, Margaret Ann? Is anything exciting? Will I want one? It was a week. Oh, okay. Not much I can say to that, I suppose. Bit of a shit one. And thank God it's Friday. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Thank God it's Friday. Well, today I have been dealing with a almost 4-year-old who has a rotten cold, and as a result started throwing up today. So yeah, let's see, that's gone on fucking wonky. I fucking hate it when it's wonky. It's gonna come off. So yeah, it's not a stomach thing, it is phlegm. You know, it's horrible. Poor little sod. He's cough, cough, cough all night long. And then come this morning, so full of phlegm that he just started throwing up. So yes, we've had a bucket on standby all day. Yeah, that's really pretty, I like that one. Excuse the buzz if you can hear it. It's my phone. It's on charge right next to me. And mute it actually. Mute. There you go. You just said I sent too many messages. Did he snuggle into you last night? Yeah, he's been snuggled into me past couple of nights. Well, starting out in his bed and then coming to get in with me sort of sometime in the wee hours. Oops. Bless him. It's horrible because you can't do anything. You can't make it better for them. Oh, I totally fucked that up. Oh, God. Your job is just to provide the cuddles, isn't it? When they're like that. Oh, wow, it's nice tape, but it goes down like a bitch. Don't like it. Come on, you shitty thing. Oh, right, I don't care if it's creased. That'll do. So I've had to tell my mother to stay away because my mother's got COPD and you know, I don't want her catching this rotten ass cold. So I haven't seen her for a couple of days, and then I've also had to tell my partner to stay away because his dad has cancer and is immunocompromised. So of course, if it's not phlegm and it is a bug, slurp, you know, I don't want it going back to his dad, you know, making him his dad ill. So yeah, I'm sort of stuck at home really. There's just me, little one, and then the tall hairy one. That's my other son, by the way, tall hairy one. Making coffee? What do you mean you're making coffee? It's supposed to be on the vodka. Come on, what are you doing? Tut. I knew that went on wonky. I can see it. Hello, Paper King. How the devil are you? Oh, I like that. It goes on really crappily, and I can see it's not on properly, but oh, it looks pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh, well, my pages are all curved anyway. Who got whiskey? That'll do. You already have your 2019 journal set up? Seriously? Really, Michelle? Really? You're as bad as Wendy. I think Wendy's set up till about 2030. I'm set up to a certain point. So I have this. This is my one-of-a-kind cover, you know. I'm set up in that I have a future log. and my year in pixels goes in the middle of my future log. And I've got the next couple of years sort of set up, but that's as far as my setup's gone, in that I have yearly calendars, because it's like, for example, my second son, he's got an appointment in 2020, and I've got to write it down somewhere or I'll forget, and I'm forgetful, you know, I'm really, really bad. So like, his letter has gone in, here you go, that says Mac Cardio, the letter is in front of the black file, it's on the 12th of March at 3 p.m. That's as far as my future planning goes. I you know, I couldn't go any more than that, I'd go bonkers. Right, anyway. I am thinking, when I finish this book, and I've only just, you know, started this one, and I was talking to Margaret Ann about it, that I'm gonna like make my own journal, and because she very, very kindly gave me a bind it all, and which is fantastic. And I've got like multimedia pads and watercolour pad. I got these last time I was in Hobbycraft. This is mixed media, multimedia. This is mixed media, and it's sort of like a cross between, you know, wallpaper and all that lot. And I've also got some waterpaper pads from Smith's that were quite cheap, and I'm thinking of using them as a journal and like making my own as I go. And then once I've sort of got enough papers, using the bind it all. Well, that was a really crap start. Hi, Callie. Welcome to my channel. I wasn't expecting to see you. This is my daughter, everybody. No, I'm not. I've done barely anything. Look, see. What's it? What, making my own journal, April? Yeah, it's something I have been. My Instagram's not working. I don't know what's going on. It's bugging me. Yeah, it's something I've been thinking about just as I started this book. So, because while I love that they provide you with this very handy book, I don't love the paper. Yeah, I said Wendy was set up till about 2030, Margaret Ann. Can we come out and drink vodka too? No, that's the last of it, unless you bring up vodka with you. Hi, Alex. Yeah, I think I spoke to Margaret Ann about it when she came down and that, about making my own journal. So I was very, very glad she bought me a bind it all. But yeah, I think it's something I might enjoy doing, so I might give it a go, or maybe do like a practice run, you know. Oops, actually trimmed the whole paper there. Yes, mine's not loading properly, Callie. I don't know what's going on. Are you going to do videos on making them? I guess so. I guess so, if that's something of interest. My thought was it'll be. It told you off for commenting too much. That's because you talk too much. Yeah, my thought is that I will do it loose leaf. Cut up by changing rooms. Yeah, I know. Never mind, eh? Well, the desk is still in the same room. I haven't moved the desk. You wouldn't like it though, because that really huge snake is literally right next to me. Yeah. Stop distracting me. making the journals, I'm going to do it loose leaf basically. So I will take all the pages out of the notepads I've got, write on them, do all that. So it's like I also want to test if I can print dot grid onto them and all of that lot. She's asleep. She's right down the other end of the tank. You can't see her. And then when I have enough to go in, that I will then bind it all in one go, and the binding will basically be the last step. You know, so. But yeah, it is something I can show as I go. I don't know if this is going on straight. I can't see it. Do you find that when you put them off down? I can't see the edge of the page. Ah, that's the washi done. Is it one of the ones you looked at the other day? It's one of the new ones that was on my desk that I got from AliExpress, along with that new one and that new one. Ring any bells? Oh gosh, that's strong. Right. Yes, it is pretty. Yeah, they all are. I've actually really liked all of them. I quite like that one because it's got little gold stars in it. That one looks so much better in person because it's got like little bitty stars. And then that one was just like, wow. Right. Calendar. Very pretty washi. Thank you, Busky. Welcome to my channel. Right. Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. I don't normally do it in that pen. Got some Fanta with your vodka? No. Tut. Bugger. I'm saying oh bugger because I normally, like on that one, I normally do it before I write the things in, because every time I try and do it afterwards it smears, so I'm going to have to remember to do that later. Right. Yeah, on that one. There we go. So what use is the small calendar? It fills a square up and it tells me how many weeks are left in the month. It's quick reference really. So very pretty washi. Thank you, Busky. I got it on AliExpress. Well, that one I did. Actually, I think I got all of them on AliExpress, somewhere like that. Needed brandy for Brandy Alexander. Did an online shop. They ran out of the brandy I ordered. Bummer. Do you need a specific kind of brandy then? I don't even know what Brandy Alexander is. Right. Now. Crap, that colour looks awfully similar to this colour. Is that the same bloody colour? No, it's not. Whew. Hot chocolate with brandy. Ooh, that sounds nice. the side tape isn't straight. Yes, it is. Shut your face. See? You can't see the edges of the page. It's yummy. It sounds it. Callie, I want hot chocolate with brandy, please. Right. Good. Right, so we are in rig. I don't know if you can see that. I have written 46 there, honest. It's very light, this pen. Now, if you've watched me at all, you'll know that I've actually only just started to play with big brush pens. I normally go for little foodie pens and the Kelly Creates pens that Amanda sent me, which, wow, they're juicy, but yeah. So I'm still a little bit about using these. Oops. That'll do. Can you guys see that? The moon and star are pretty. Did you draw them? Yeah, I'm going to black them in a minute. No, I know the pen's not very visible. It's very pale, but it matches. It does here. I know it doesn't on the camera, and I'm a bit annoyed about that really. But I don't have a pen that matches any better other than that one that I used a couple of weeks ago, and I don't like using the same colour twice. So yeah, we're just gonna have to live with it. Right. Please don't smudge. Whew. Okay, so we got 12. I'll do a little bit different this week. 13. 14. Right. That's a bit bad, isn't it? Sorry, guys. Oh my god. Right, let's get a nice decent pen. There we go. Yes, I'm used to using one of these and using a big one. I'm like, how do people manage to do fancy writing with that huge nib in little 5mm squares? I just does my head in. Great skill and determination. That'll be about right. My lettering's getting better, but Hey Mikey, how are you, lovey? Haven't seen you for a bit. Have you tried with the big nib thing then? Have you had a go? Or I've only been doing it for that wasn't with one of them, for the last sort of couple of weeks. Thought I'd give it a go. It's a bit nerve-wracking using it, but your hand looks really bare with no ring. I've got my thumb ring on as well. Oh, you're talking about my left hand? No, I've only worn one ring on there for yonks. I have, yeah, because I wear the others on that hand. You got with me wearing lots of rings on both hands. Yeah, I know. I need to do some weight so they all fit again. Because you're in a chair and the arm swing thing is a little wonky for me. I just decided I'm going to stick with the small nibs. Well, yeah, if they work for you, you know. I mean, I prefer the small nibs, I must admit. But there's just so many more colours in the big nibs. That's why I at least want to learn it, because then I'm not restricted. I can't write and talk at the same time. Well, I can only just write, you know. You're lucky I'm here at all, really. My line was a bit wonky there. Never mind. Oops. You can tell I've been practicing my writing looks nice. Oh, thank you. I can't write anything else, just a dose of the week. I suppose with big nibs you need to write bigger, because surely they bleed if you do. Well, they kind of smudge together. Do you know what I mean? But I see some people write and it looks really... And I'm like, well, how the hell do you do that with something that big? Up against something that big? You know? I guess that's something else that's got to be practiced. Don't know. What am I looking for? I actually drew guidelines, so I'm going to rub those out now. Have you been practicing your drills, Mikey? I will admit I did for about the first week, and then I just didn't bother after that. It's when I found out that you don't get anything more than just the drill workbooks. I was like, can't be bothered. There you go. Right. Now, what else do I normally put in? Oh, yeah. Little suns. And my little alarm clocks. It's this kind of thing that's tedious, you know, the stuff that you include every week, that when you do a recording, you can just go blip and fast forward it on. How long do I normally stream for? It goes on for about, well, to set up takes about an hour. Trouble is I keep stopping to look to see what people are saying. Because Alex told me I had to. Yeah, I'll keep it over. I shall have to remember to use a better pen next time so you can all actually see what the hell I'm doing. You've been practicing like mad. Really enjoy it. You threw out 5 pens last week. I dropped close down. Can anybody else still see me? Okay. I will assume it's a problem with Margaret Ann then. Oh, I know what else I gotta do. I gotta do my little feeties for me. I've done loads of stepping this week. They've all been up in like the 20,000 area. I'm knackered. Oops, that wasn't very clear. You and Wendy are nutters. I know. I tell you what. I don't. Is she here? Can she hear me or what? She's worked so hard this week. She has done absolutely loads. I've been so annoyed at some of the people that haven't bothered this week. They were talking about Fitbit challenges, by the way. For anybody that doesn't know, Wendy is in my Fitbit team that I captain. And she's been stepping like a complete loon. I told her I told her today that her company must have a shortage on paper because to get her steps she goes to the printer. It's so funny. I don't know what the hell she prints, but yeah, her company must be running short on paper by now. Oh, these feet don't look anything like feet. I need to practice. Okay, that's a bit better. But yeah, bless her heart. I think her average has gone up by, you know, I think she's doubled it. Long walk at lunch break. Yeah, I don't know how the hell she's managed to eat. I think she's sort of been eating on the run, you know, because she's just been going and going and going. It's been good fun. I've enjoyed this week actually. Right, I don't know if you can see it. I put my little suns. So I like to record sun up and sun down, what time I get up, what time I go to sleep, how many steps I do in a day, and what the miles are, just to show you. Hang on. Right. So on Wednesday this week, the sun was up at 7:06 and was down by 4:31. I put the weather in between, so we actually had storms. It didn't thunder or lightning or anything like that. And it was 14 degrees, and I got up at 7:15 and I was in bed at 2:22 the next morning. I did 20,725 steps, and that was 8 miles. So there you go. That's how I record it. I think that's it for my actual part of it. So I'm going to ink in my little moon man. Practicing the brush strokes works like Valium for your head. It's so perfect. I imagine it's quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Soothing. That's not the word I want. I can't remember what the word is. See, I spin. I have a spinning wheel. Therapeutic. That's the word. Thank you. And I laugh a lot and say it's impossible to spin when you're angry, because the rhythmic movement of your feet doing this and your hands drawing out the fibre to spin it, you can't be angry and do it. It just helps calm you down. It's fabulous. Yeah, brilliant. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Same with Kumihimo. Okay, what's that? Am I going to colour the moon dude with your pencils? My pencils are down there. They're down there. And I haven't got a fixative, which means I won't be able to write on anything. Japanese braiding. Oh, you didn't tell me you did that. You could have brought that with you. That would have been like really interesting. Took me ages to draw this bloody thing. I find knitting to be therapeutic. Yeah, I've been knitting since I was like 6 or 7 years old. So, anything is better than retail therapy, right? Oh God, yeah. Every shopping app I own has a wish list 10 miles long. It's a nightmare. Yeah, I know you don't use fixative, Callie, but then you don't go along behind and like write all over it. Every time I've used them, I've ended up with fucking crayon on the next pages. Ta-da! Did that all in one go, look. yeah, I found that it would go down nice, but then I would get on the next page and start doing stuff, and everything would transfer. You're better at drawing than you, because you can't draw these for shit. What, Little Men in the Moon? I copied it. I got it off the internet, and I sat here for about 2 hours the other night and copied it. And do you know what the hardest thing was? And it still shows that I haven't done it properly. It's this bit. The curve of the moon. It was a nightmare. It was really, really hard. Draw a circle, then rub out a wee bee. Heavenly Man, Margaret Ann. Now, look. I can't draw a circle to save my life. That is the best you get freehand. If I want to draw a circle, that's what I have them for. And that. See? I don't do circles. You do that with realism. Circular stuff isn't easy in the slightest. See, you did get Inktober mostly. Still don't feel like you've got any better. Called Compass. Yeah, I know. Snarky moo. Hey, I'm doing well, look. It's a real bummer because there's none left. And it's waning, and I don't want to go outside in the wane and get more. Yeah, I was quite pleased with that. That's not bad at all, is it? Right. The Man in the Moon has a shit-eating grin. Love it. He does a bit, doesn't he? He looks a bit smug, doesn't he? Bastard. I wonder what he's thinking. I'm going to draw, I didn't have it in the picture, I'm going to draw like, because if you imagine that that's like the white of his eye, sorry, that bit is the white of his eye, the outy bit, that bit, well, he needs a pupil, doesn't he, because he's not got enough sections. So if I draw a little pupil bit there, colour it in. Does that look a bit better? Yeah, that'll do. Alex said stop swearing at the camera. Fuck off, Alex. Right. This was a really bad idea, doing this colour on the back of dark blue, because you can't see it. I apologise. It must look like I'm writing in invisible ink. Oops, I meant for that to go up a little bit more. How's that look? Shows better when it dries. I suppose it must do, yeah. Trouble is, I don't know how well you can see that, but I'm quite conscious of bleed through because that was quite a dark week. Right, I've just got to remember where the edge of my daily pages are. God, yeah. The concentration, can you feel the pressure? It's huge. Oops, again, I didn't make my tea quite long enough. Let's just fudge that a little bit. Okay. So, there you go. 48 minutes. No, I put buy all the shit, not buy all the things. Buy all the shit. Look. That's what I put last week. Buy all the shit. And I'm not showing you what I bought. Sam is getting shit done. Yes, I am. I think I'm going to paint him. Being as I'm sat here. So, thank you very much, Busky. Christmas shopping problems. Actually, madam, I have most of the presents. Vodka needs to be put on this. Top of the list, April. Top of the list, love. You guys come across these yet? This stuff is lovely. Look at those. Stunning, 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 stunning. You don't have any presents. I even have your present. Your present and presents for Alex and presents for other Alex and what am I looking for? Paintbrush. Yeah. And Kyle, and I even managed to get Matt a present. Show the box, please. Certainly. It is Gansai Tambi Starry Colours. Kuretake, that says at the bottom. Kuretake. If you want, I'll find it on Instagram and send you a link later. You get blue gold, red gold, yellow gold, champagne gold, light gold and white gold. I will be honest, the white gold, I've only ever used it as a sparkle over other things like, hang on just a tick. I can remember where she is. On Tinkerbell, it sort of gave her like a sparkle. I used that. Where did I buy it? I bought it at a show in Wales, but I'm pretty sure you can get it on Amazon. If you like, I will find it because I know I've seen it somewhere. I just can't remember where. Excuse me. I will find it and post a link later. And these are cheap W.H. Smith colour paints. And the only reason I'm using these is because that gold is really good. And I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to go over it, probably with the yellow gold, to give it the sparkle. But first I'm going to give him a blue eye. because he needs to have a blue eye. Like so. I can do that well with Tombow Big Tip, but I can't bounce letter yet. The thing with the bounce lettering I found was to basically go for every other letter, you know, anything with a straight end, like your D's and your Christ, I don't know. But if you go for every other letter, like N's and that, they bounce really, really well. And then even if it doesn't bounce, like an E, well, I just make that descend down lower than the letters either side of it. E's and S's I tend to descend lower as well. Which colour should I do is like fluffy eyebrow? I suppose I could make up a grey quick, couldn't I? Oh, I might have a grey actually. Does I have a grey? I'm so lazy. I don't. Yes, I do. I don't make colours up. Can't be bothered. It's a lovely colour, isn't it? It's Tombow 620. It actually looks much darker here in front of me than it does on the camera. I might do the star to match his eyebrow, do them both in like grey and then give them a silver sparkle. I think that might look a bit cool. Bzzzt. That's my phone, if you can hear that. Epoxy thing. What? So I've muted that now as well. And I'm going to give him bright red lips, just to make him look really, really fucking creepy. What are you drawing at the moment, Callie? Anything? Nothing, just watching. God, I feel like I'm being stalked. I didn't mean like right at this moment. I meant what is your current project, you pillock? Tell you my daughter, can't you? Little stalker eye is in my chat. Oh my god. Nothing. You have no motivation. Tut. I am so motivated. I describe like, oh, thank you. I will admit, I got most of it off of watching Amanda. Mikey, I love how she bounce letters. Her and Cindy Gunter-Boldo, they both write beautifully. Cindy's a bit more, fuck it, let's just put it down. Which, you know, I don't have an issue with that. Whereas Amanda's a bit more, let's be neat about it. And I like that. But I mean my writing's quite scruffy. So, you know, I like when there's neat and tidy. It's good. It's good. Right, I'm gonna give him like the brightest red lips ever. And it's gonna look really creepy, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah. Love it. Love it. Bored of that, your artwork. Yeah, I want to get oh, somebody posted on Instagram today. She picked up how to draw mythical creatures or something, and she got it for like £1.50 on Amazon. Oh, sick. I went to have a look, but she obviously got the only copy at that fucking price, because the next one up was like 16 quid. I was not impressed. And it had a fab picture of a little dragon on the front, and I was like, I want it. Right, now let's see. Let's give him grey eyebrows. Oh yeah. Go, you need one. What, the book? Yeah, me too. If you buy one, I want to borrow it. I want to learn how to draw dragons. You love words and I'm a real shitty artist. You love pens and washi tape. See, I wouldn't say I'm an artist. I can't draw out of my head. It has to be... I have to have a reference. You know? Yeah, I am going to do the starlight colour as well. Just water it down slightly. Yeah, I can't draw. I know what I want it to look like, but unless I've got a visual reference, I can't do it, and I get really annoyed with myself. By the way, guys, if any of you watch my Instagram or any of my social media, yeah, well, I think it's pretty sure it's my Instagram, you may have seen if I can find the picture. Oh, was it this month or last month? It was last month. Oh my god, I will find the picture in a minute. Ah, was it? It was definitely last month, I remember now. It's after that, it's after that. It's after that. Nope, I can't find it. Oh, don't you just hate when you're looking for something and you can't actually find it? Yeah. For those of you who watch my videos or my social media or anything, might remember that little photo. That photo is my daughter, Callie, who is in my chat right now. Her and her partner got engaged on the 26th of August and are getting married next year. And yes, I am planning like a frickin' loon. Can I show the invite that I've made? Can I? Can I? Can I show? Yeah. Cool. This is just a rough draft, everybody. But I bought dies especially for the look. That's going to be their invitation. And if you're coming to both the wedding and the do, it will be a double-sided invitation. So yeah. But yeah, I've got a separate book that is my collections journal, and we have wedding stuff in here. Galore. It's great. It's loads of fun. She comes to me and goes, "Mum, we're thinking about," and I go, "Right," and run with it. It's good. Right, let's get this stuff. Right, if you get this stuff, you only need to use like a little section of it, and you've got to work on it just to get the glitter going. And do be warned, you'll get glitter every fucking where. It'll be in your workspace 4 weeks. I put a little bit too much on that. I put too much water. It's a freaking nightmare. I don't know how well you can see this on the camera, but it's so glittery. I've never seen you so excited for something. Well, you know, I would say you only get married once, but you know, I've done it twice already. You love when I reach into a drawer, I always pull out some colourful, fanciful thing. What could I possibly reach for and shock you with? Oh man, I want that vodka. Callie, go and get me some vodka. Well, I think I should use the yellow gold on the rest of him. Wait till we have kids. Welcome back, Margaret Ann. How are you? Yeah, I'm going to use the yellow gold because I think that is going to be the best bet. So again, you only need like a little area. It's almost like the top of the paint has had like a little plastic bit on it. You know, it just takes a little bit of time to wake it up. But once you do, it's like, wow! And it goes on and it is beautiful. Yeah, I bought it, this paint. I'm a knitter and a spinner as well, which I'm sure I've already talked about. And I go to a show in Wales called Wonderwall. And it's a show for indie dyers and businesses to show off and sell. And it's a chance to meet up with people that you don't see throughout the rest of the year. And I try to go every year, and I really enjoy it. Callie's been with me a couple of times. I usually go with my mum now. I used to go with my friend Claire. And yeah, I usually spend loads of money. And they had this one stall there this year, well, last year, now it's every April. And I happened to notice, funny enough, that he sold gesso. And I had never heard of gesso until watching Amanda's channel and asking her about it. And I thought, oh, I'll get some of that. And while I was standing there in the queue, I happened to spot on the shelf this palette. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I actually had to borrow money off of my mother to buy it, because it was just so sparkly. And I took it back to my hotel room that very night and had a go with it, because, you know, I had taken my journal supplies with me. And I don't use it a lot because, you know, the glitter is a nightmare, because once you use it, it's about for months and months and months. But it is quite stunning, I find, and it is really adding to the gold paint on this moon. I'll show you in a sec. I should have used a bigger brush. Do you know, I have a bigger brush. You know, I have this bigger brush and I don't use it. I have another brush as well, but I don't know how it is. I think it might be me at the top. The bottom of my pages are mostly empty. What my daily pages, my journal bit, yeah, I do sometimes think, oh, there's a big gap, you should put something like that. But then I don't, you know, I don't know what to do. And some days the journaling bit actually doesn't get done until the very next day. So I really am sometimes at a loss as to what to do. And there are days when literally all you want to write is, today I did this, I went shopping, and that's it, you know. And there's not much else you can do. There you go. I don't know how well you can see that. Can you see the shine? Look at that. Oh, I hope you can see that, because here it looks amazing. And I know they do other palettes. This is Starry Colours, and I know they do other palettes, and I might have to get them. They were expensive. This was about 15 quid. But I think that's going to last me for, like, ever. What can I do now? Wait for that to dry for a start. But it dries quite quickly as well. Yes, it's dry. Because it goes on like a watercolour, so it tends to dry like that. So if you're interested in how I journal, I use a different pen every day. If you want to go, by all means, you know, go. I know we've overrun a little bit, but I've really not got much else to do. So I'm going to show you how I journal each day. First off, I check my Fitbit for my get up and go to sleep times. And I was a bit stupid because I drew a rocket over that. So I got up at 8:14 this morning. Oh, look, another pen you can't fucking read. Oh my god. And then I go to my weather app. I knew I should have picked a darker pen. When you want to work like. And I get sunrise and sunset from that. So the sun rose at 07:09 and it's set at 16:27, and it was cloudy with rain and 14 degrees. My dog had her bath today, so I cross off that. My plan with me is going on right now. Hi everybody! So, and I cross off that. Tomorrow I'll get up and I'll check my steps and my miles, and I will write that in there. Oh, look, you can't see that at all because it's a really crappy colour. Not done very well with my colours today, have I? This pen, by the way, is part of the 72 set from Statler, and it's brilliant. I'm working my way through it one after another. What I also do is I go to my tracker. Oh, I didn't finish filling that out yesterday. I'll do that in a minute. And I write down, or I colour in, you know, tasks that I did. Everything is done by day. Clean. Did my challenges. I haven't done my challenges yet, so I won't mark them in. I'll have to pull out yesterday's pen because I haven't finished filling that in. Like so. Can tell it's winter. I know. It's so cold. And then I go to today. And I'm trying like sort of brush lettering with this nib as well, which is not at all flexible, but I thought I'd give it a go. And it's working, but you just have to change the angle of your hand with it. I give myself a whole day to a page because before I used to journal on quite a small amount, and then I'd go out and take a shed load of photographs, and I wouldn't have anywhere to put them. So this way, if I want to, I can add in photos and, you know, little bits and bobs, and if I want to decorate it, I can. And, you know, my father-in-law to be was 84 on that day. Photographs of me and the little and out and about, and, you know, I like to add in photos occasionally. And sometimes I need more room than I give myself. So there you go. Look, Monday the 8th of October, out and about planning the wedding. Yay! And I had hair ties, and you know what I mean, sometimes I put in more pictures than I've got bloody room for. So that was Doctor Who Day. That was really, really cool. My eldest boy and I won a TARDIS badge each. Me and Alex. My pets. If you've seen Instagram today, she's just like had a bath at the groomer, so she looks lovely. I was putting in my practices at the beginning of the month. That's how quickly I lost interest. That's my little really love it. The shimmer is just something else. What, on that paint? Yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. Trouble is, I want to use sparkle on everything, all the things. Right, and then I use the thin end of the pen because, you know, double-ended, and I write in the date up the side of the page. Nothing fancy, just get it in so that it's readable at a glance, really, more than anything. So, just to give you an idea, it literally goes in like that, and then the days go across the top like that. And then what I do is, if I'm doing any challenges, usually I print them off and put them in here, and I haven't done that, so I think I'm going to have to put them on my brain dump page because I keep forgetting to do it. But I've got a brain dump page there. I am doing an old Oodles of Doodles challenge. This one dates back from, she says, hang on, and I will tell you, I think it was August. Yeah, it was August, Oodles of Doodles, and it was space themed. So, yeah, you know, you kind of just have to, don't you? I've got to draw a space station, oh, for fuck's sake. So I'm not going to draw that now because it'll take me about 3 hours. And I'm also doing Cindy's 2 challenges. So there's Rando Doodles. Today is Bow Washi. Oh, well, we can do that. Because, like, you know, it's not like she's obsessed with Simply Gilded or anything, is it? Personally don't get what the fuss is about, but then again, I've never owned any, so I wouldn't, would I? So let's draw some washi. And I literally, oh god, why is my pencil not working? Oh, it's the end of the lead, that's why. My pencil's died. I put a brand new lead in this the other day. Where's it gone? Pencil malfunction. Ah, there we go. There it is. Right. Do you know what? I know what bow washi looks like, and my mind's gone completely blank. Is it two little? Is that isn't it? Two sort of, yeah. Of course it is. So we draw one little loop. Two little loop. It looks more like cat's eyes. Oops. The trouble is you've got to make them look all the same, haven't you? Well, that ain't going to happen. Do a circle between them, looks more like a bow. Oh, what, the knot in the middle you mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. Like that. Like that. Oh God, it's horrible trying to like replicate something. Now I know why people use blooming iPads. There you go. We're on a roll now. I'm also not used to doing when you're feeling well, you give yourself a day page. You doodle on it and all that kind of thing. The reason you can't draw faces, symmetry is so much harder than they tell you. Yeah, but it's the nose. I can't do the nose. When you're feeling like crap, you let the space run together. Yeah, I get that. But then I'm a great believer in like, I've sort of had like a second chance because my older children are all in their 20s. Callie, she's, 23, nearly 24. And my eldest is 27. And I've got a little one now who's 4. And I'm aware of how much I've forgotten from when Callie was little. So I'm trying to remember it all, I suppose. Is that memory keeping? Is that what they call it? I don't bloody know. So I try to, even if it's just things like, he drove me to the edge of my tether today. I try and keep a record of everything. It's like my mum, she's just started reading back through her journals. And she said, oh, gosh, do you remember so-and-so and so-and-so? And I'm like, no. And she said, no, me neither. And she said, but I wrote about it in my diary because she kept a diary for years. Years and years and years. I mean, if you're in the UK, the milkman used to deliver them at Christmas. They were called Dairy Diary. Do you remember those? And that's what my mum always got because she used to get it through her workplace. And she's been sat reading her diaries for the past, week. And she's really enjoyed it. And I know that every time I look back, especially when I'm being a little bit more arty in my journal, I know that I'm sort of I'm enjoying looking back, especially on the photographs. I think that's just brilliant. Really, really enjoying that. I'm going to make these a bit more square, I think. I can draw square bows. Oops. There you go. It looks like a bow, doesn't it? Oh, you got a package from Jet Pens. What'd you get? What'd you get? Oh, I'll tell you what. Okay, let's you know, I'm going to drool a little bit here. You guys ever seen one of these? This is a fab little pen, right? It unscrews like that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. And then the lid screws on the back to give you the length. It's called, oh God, I know I'm going to fucking butcher this. It's called a VODKA, as in WANCAI. And I think it's something like a Moon Man pen. If you look up Pixie Geek, I think it is, on Instagram, it was her that I first saw. I got this for a tenner on eBay. And it writes beautifully. I love it to pieces. I don't know if I've used it yet this month. Each of my, I alternate between my pens. They've each got a different colour ink. See, the purple ink, hang on, it's in the purple pen, because, you know, where else would it be? The current ink, oh, there you go, that's the ink from that little mini pen. It's beautiful. And the current ink, this one, is in my Twisby. I love this pen as well. This is a fantastic pen. So, yeah, there you go. But that is a gorgeous... I mean, look at the size of it. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, eBay. If you want to know, PM me and I will... excuse me. I will send you a link, or at least the name of the pen, so you can look it up. We need to have a day of drawing, inspire each other and such. I'll probably give each other pointers, because you do more cartooning, whereas I do more realism. Yeah, I want to learn more realism. Oh, Mikey, for heaven's sake. Fudi Biori Metallica. Is that right? Fudi Biori? Fudi Metallica brush pens. Set of 8. Oh, that sounds nice. And Fudi Gokchi in landscape colours. What are they, pens? Metallica pens. Yeah, cool, dude. Are they all pens? I want to get some new watercolours. And there's an artist on Instagram. I can't remember how I came about her. I think somebody might have recommended her while watching Amanda. And she's called Vanessa Paints. And oh my God. Every time I see her paints, I drool a little. You know, I want them. They are stunning beyond belief. Right, let's go. Like that. And go scribble, 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 scribble. There you go. Bow washi. They're all wrapped individually inside the clamshell. It's like really exciting, like Jane Davenport VODKAs. Yeah. Is that what I've got? They were the same. The Prima ones. Each little bloody thing, each one of these was in a separate little package. And I think it took me about 3 hours to open them all. So it was a nightmare. But so exciting, because the first one I got was, I think it was either Christmas or my birthday. It was Christmas, and my second son bought them for me, and I knew what I was getting because I asked, because I always do. So, you know, I'd rather you bought me something that I bloody want rather than tat. And it was so exciting because I knew exactly what it was going to be, and it must take me bloody ages to open them all. Oh, look, my desk is such a mess. Oh, just dropped my brush. Sometimes consider live streaming. You'd be there for 6 hours though. Yeah, but you know, why not? People will watch. Should I colour it or should I just leave it? I think I'm just going to leave it. Right, and my the word of the day is what day is it? The 9th. It's the Gilmore Girls. I never watched that, and I'm testing out with my writing. Pardon me. My Kelly Creates pens. These are nice. They're a little bit softer than the Tombow foodie things. Fujinusaki. They're a little bit softer than that, but they write really, really nice. But oh my god, that one went bonkers. And both the pinky purpley ones were really, really juicy. Mega bleed through. Whereas that pinky one wasn't that bad at all. The yellow didn't bleed through. You can barely see that. The greens didn't bleed. The rest of them were fine. But my god, the two pinky spectrum ones were bad. Memory keeping is a perfectly wonderful thing to be doing. I have forgotten so much about your son. See, is memory keeping any different to what I do in here? Because people rave on about it, and I'm like, well, yeah, I journal. I put photographs in it. I put, you know, I go out to dinner and I steal business cards. Well, I don't steal them, you know. I get business cards from the place in question. There you go. That was one place I went with my mum. Fabulous food. And I stick it. I mean, is that memory keeping, or am I doing something else? You hear kneadable erasers are good for not having the shavings, although personally you don't like them. Have you got one? Can I have a play with it? That eraser, I can't remember what company it is, and it's buried at the back of my cube unit. It doesn't leave you lots of little flakes. It makes them all into like strips because it's not, it's like plasticky. It erases really, really well, but all your strips end up looking like that. So instead of having 100,000,001 little bits of, you know, like after men have a shave in the sink and leave all those tiny little bits of fucking hair, you get bloody great long bits, which just make your desk look really messy. Right, what did I say it was? Gilmore Girls. Okay, so let's put it over here. That is a weird colour grey. That is a weird ass colour grey. Is that supposed to look that colour? Sort of greeny here. Touching on your things, you didn't go anywhere. Oh, see, this one's juicy as well. Really bad. Wow, where's my where is my kitchen roll? That is just astonishingly juicy. Don't quite like how I did the S there, but blue tack leaves an oily residue. I don't like blue tack. I never have done. These marks. Oh, Sammy kitchen roll. No. That is the grey in the Kelly Creates, and it's sort of got like a green tinge to it. And again, it was really freaking spoogy, I believe Cindy calls it, and it's shadowing. It's not quite bleeding through, but it's shadowing. So there you go. That's pretty much what I do. We have very similar taste of yeah. Well, I'm trying out all these little, you know, the foodie tipped type pens. So I don't, you know, if you know of any others, let me know, Mikey. Yeah. But I want to get my writing up because I want to do the lettering on Callie's wedding invites. So it's got to look, you know, it's got to look spot on. Yeah. So there you go. That's pretty much how I plan. Oh, if you're wondering what the little tags are, these are shows that I'm watching. When I've watched them, I turn them so they're upside down. If I've already planned the following week, they get moved. So, for example, I've watched that one, so that'll get moved to next Monday. Yes, that's Supergirl. Arrow will get moved. I'll pick the bloody thing up to Tuesday. Haven't watched Greys and all that like yet. It's just to remind me to watch them, otherwise I lose track and all that lot. Doctor Who's not been on this week yet, and I'm caught up with everything so far. So there you go. Thanks very much for joining me, but I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's much else to do other than doodle to fill in the page to get it to look, you know, that's not quite finished yet. I've done a bit, but I need to fill up all this down here. I liked this week. This was really messy. I don't know why I like a messy page, but you know. Oh, that's my challenge. Yeah. So I don't know. I love it. It's still structured because everything's got a place, but it's nice and messy too. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, we'll leave it there, shall we? If anybody's still here. Oh crikey, it's an hour and a half. Thanks for coming, guys. I'm going to do it again in a few weeks, and yeah, we got what I suppose next week I'll have to set up for December. Shh. Next week is, well, not next week, but the week after. The next week that I set up for will be my son's birthday, so that'll be a bit bonkers. So I should have to do something a bit special for him, I think. I should certainly do a page anyway. Yeah, that's about it really. Washi came from AliExpress. The Tombow pen was a 620. The Kelly Crates was the grey one. The paint was from W.H. Smith and stuff that I know you can get online. So yeah, I will link to that. If anybody wants to know, I'll take a photograph of it and I'll post it on Instagram along with a photo of this week, and we'll go from there. Okay, thanks very much for joining me, guys. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening. I'm off. I'll see you all later. Take it easy. Bye, Callie. Bye, April. Bye.